All right, so now we're continuing our series with the overhook as the opponent is passing. All right, and they know, they're confident that they can press my knee and pass because they've got the underhook. And so you have to think of your overhook as an active attacking lock on his arm, or tie-up, is what it really is. So don't just be passive about it. You got to trap his arm, all right? Make him feel like he can't get his arm out, he can't post it, because that ends up being quite important. Okay, so now what's happening is he stayed close enough. I didn't manage to get my left foot inside to elevate him, all right? And he's coming on. He's coming through. I'm like, this is really problematic at this point because I have nothing to elevate him with. I could block this and pull this, as I push or pull on this wrist, I might be able to move my hip out and get it out, get my leg out, all right? I might. Because he doesn't have anything else to stop my leg if I'm holding onto his wrist. All right, I might even set my leg over and move my hip this way and get it out and set it over and maybe try, setting up a triangle. But the main thing here is that I'm going to move my shoulder, and then this hand that's overhooking is no longer going to overhook. All right, you got to throw it away. So I'm going to go to his head. All right, I'm going to post on his head and get up on my elbow. And now as he's driving, I can move. You notice that? Go ahead and move back a second, Carlos. Notice I can move pretty well when I've got my weight on the opposite foot and elbow or hand. Getting up on the hand is even better, although there isn't always time and there isn't always space to do it. He's really driving on me. I'm falling back and pushing. But here's what you got to think of. He's driving, but he pushes you like a sled. So you see, he's helping me move. All right, we can do this for a long time until I finally get up and I'm going to pull my hip away. He's pushing my knee this way, and I'm going to pull it out. As I post on his head, I'm going to pull it out this way. All right, I'm forcing his head down or away, and then I can go back to my overhook, because he'll turn into me. And then we're here, front head lock. And I'm going to do a go behind, avoiding the fence. But my point is that when he's going to pass, you don't leave side control there for him. You get up and you get out of it. But if you control his head and push, then he cannot cover your body. Because if he's passing to this side and forcing his head on the same side, then Reese, he can't get his chest across my chest. He needs his head to be here. And as he passes, his head will be on the other side of me like that. So my left hand is forcing his head over there. But there's an interesting sweep that happens in the same situation. And I still think this is an amazing sweep, even though I learned it 20 years ago, 21 years ago. When he's passing like this, what people miss is that even if I'm down on my elbow, if I'm forcing his head this way, he's trying to pass, I set my leg over his back, trying to pass, and I can actually raise my hips up and come up. And he'll roll to his back. So in the course of him passing, you post at his head, and then you're going to get up on your elbow, up on your knee, and step over his back and throw your hip into him, and he'll roll. So notice again, we're back here. He backs away. He's coming through, and I'm here. Now watch, from here, right at this point. When my leg is inside his legs, my other leg is going to go over his back, and I'm going to push into him, and he's going to roll. What often happens is as he's coming forward, he's driving with his head low and his hips high, like that. This is what makes him a good candidate for a roll. He's basically in the posture for a good rollout. So if I'm up like this, as he's driving forward, I come up, and his body naturally rolls. And when you pull it off, you'd be surprised at how easy it can be because it's taking full advantage of his effort. He's driving into the pass, and that's what's making him go into that roll. Step your leg over, throw your hips over, he'll roll. If he's holding that knee down, he'll roll.